Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to the 2023 College of the Canyons Commencement. Will the audience please stand for the flag salute and the singing of our national anthem? I would like to call upon Mr. Colin Chenor, our Associated Student Government President, to lead us in the flag salute. This will be followed by the national anthem.
Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Jasmine Rise. I am your Vice President of Student Services, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement ceremony honoring the graduating class of 2023. We want to acknowledge that as we gather at College of the Canyons on the traditional land of the Tataviam indigenous people, people of the southern slope, or people facing the sun, and the Chumash indigenous people of past and present, we honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded it through the generations. This calls us, as the College of the Canyons campus community, to continue to learn more about the Tataviam and Chumash people among us and how to be better stewards of the land we inhabit as well. College of the Canyons is one of 116 community colleges enrolling just under 2 million students. College of the Canyons is one of the top in the state, and I believe that is because everyone on this campus is dedicated to your success. The beautiful buildings and grounds are largely the result of the facility staff, folks like Ismael Chavron Lopez and Damian Hernandez, and the entire ground staff. You have chairs to sit in because of Rick Lopez and Lole Takapu. You hear me because of Joan Lanthier, Sean Irwin, and the crew. We are live streaming this event with the help of Mia staff and Austin Dave. In admissions and records, we have Andy McDuffie, Elisa Visner, and Courtney Newman, and nobody graduates until they say so. And a special shout out to the entire campus life and student engagement staff who have worked endless hours to put this event together. Kelly Dapp, Linsa, Robin Herndon, Joanna Kelly, Ronald Randall, and Melinda Ursetta, and all the volunteers here today. We thank you for your time and for your dedication to our students. To all of our graduates, your tenacity, willpower, and sheer determination are what set you apart. Your family, friends are here now to support you. They have seen how hard you have worked to make your dream a reality. We are all here in celebration of you and what you have accomplished. But like everything else in life, it is hard to do when you're on your own. Your faculty, your parents, siblings, children, the college staff, mentors, and friends have all been with you on this journey. Please give them a hand for supporting you along your journey. In this graduating class of 2023, we have 42 veterans earning their degrees. To our veteran students, please stand. We honor you today. We thank you for your service, your hard work, and your determination. Thank you. There are individuals behind me that personify our commitment to our students. They are your elected board members. They represent your interest to the college, volunteering countless hours. The board has provided significant leadership and has enhanced our ability to serve our community. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to our elected Board of Trustees. Dr. Adele Alonzo, our board president. Joan McGregor. Jerry Danielson. I would also like to introduce our current ASG president, Colin Chenor, and our student trustee, Jesse McClure. Next, I'd like to introduce some members of our college administration. Dr. Diane Van Hook, our chancellor. Dr. Diane Fierro, our Deputy Chancellor and Chief DEIA Officer. Ms. Charlene Colio, Vice President of Business Services. Dr. Omar Torres, our Vice President of Instruction. Mr. Eric Harnish, Vice President of Public Information, Advocacy, and External Relations. Mr. Jim Schrage, our Vice President of Facilities, Planning, Operations, and Construction. And Dr. Ryan Thule, Vice President of the Canyon Country Campus and Grants Development. Also joining us on stage is our Academic Senate President, David Andrus. And our valedictorian speaker, Mildred Adebawe, as well. Thank you. These are our platform guests. Please join me in the applause. When you see all the people here today to celebrate your success, you should feel so proud of all you have accomplished, because all of us are proud of you. We are proud you decided to dedicate your time to join College of the Canyons. The faculty and staff at College of the Canyons have dedicated their careers to helping students like you reach their educational goals. College of the Canyons has had one leader for the last 35 years, shaping this institution into what it is today. With passion, with optimism, and with care for all people, Dr. Van Hook will celebrate her 35th year as CEO of the Santa Clarita Community College District on July 1st of this year. As California's current longest-serving community college CEO, Dr. Van Hook's reputation and track record for innovation, collaboration, financial acumen, courage, care, and vision during her career as a higher education leader in the state has distinguished herself as the leader's leader, someone who can help you get things done. Our chancellor is a courageous leader who embodies a student-first mentality. She has a passion for education, dedicating her life's work to removing barriers for our students. Dr. Van Hook started her education at a community college and started her career in higher education as a community college counselor. A builder and a creator, she started the state's New Horizon program for single mothers, working their way through college, launched workforce training programs to get people to work, and wrote grants to ensure her students had the tools they needed to succeed in college. She is a builder of possibilities, programs, partnerships, potential, and most importantly, people. Your success, she works every day to help others discover their own potential, to encourage them, to motivate them, and to realize their own dreams, and most importantly, to get barriers out of the way. That success is shown here today. It is shown through your accomplishments, such as our students in HASP NASA students building and creating experiments that are launched into space. Our students who sent 13 athletic teams to playoffs. Our Model UN and forensics teams competing and winning against Ivy League schools. Our students who persevered to earn their degrees. These successes, your successes, make College of the Canyons an outstanding institute of higher education, one that cares about its students. Chancellor Van Hook has always had big dreams for the college, and we have watched her make those dreams come to a reality. She has had the courage to pursue many things that others deemed impossible, including proposing and passing 3 bond measures. And look around you. The buildings you see here today, the Performing Arts Center, Pico Hall, Hasley Hall, Mentry Hall, the IQ, Canyons Hall, Aliso Hall, Aliso Lab, the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center, East PE, the Intercultural Center, the entire Canyon Country campus, including the new Don Takeda Science Center and the 55,000 square foot Student Services Center and Learning Resource Center, were all part of Dr. Van Hook's vision of moving College of the Canyons to an outstanding institute of higher education. Her mission is to remove barriers, work hard to make a positive environment, and acquire the necessary resources to support excellent teaching and student learning, attract talented faculty and staff, foster and challenge innovation, and meet the needs of our students. Chancellor Van Hook has earned her reputation as a visionary leader, an exceptional innovator, and a perennial optimist who never wavers from her core belief, adapted from one of her favorite sayings by William Arthur Ward: "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it." At this time, it is my pleasure to ask Dr. Diane Van Hook to come to the podium and deliver the Chancellor's welcome.
Thank you very much. I am so glad to be here. I love commencement. It's my favorite day of the year. And I especially love it this year because we got to do it twice. We were here this morning at 8 o'clock, and now we're here again with you. And that is just the best that it gets, to see all of you out there with your family and friends to celebrate your achievement of your dream and your goal. I would like to welcome and thank Vice President Rise, esteemed faculty and administrators, and all the classified staff who made this happen. It's a joy to be here, but most importantly, I'd like to welcome and congratulate the class of 2023 on your achievement, because you guys are super amazing. So how do I know that you're amazing? I know that you're amazing because I've had a chance to visit many of the celebrations that you've participated in honoring you and your successes. I've seen for myself, I've heard your stories, that you're driven and dedicated and determined and optimistic, kind, and completely passionate. From the honors banquet to the medical lab tech graduation ceremony to the scholarship reception, the transfer student dinner, the student athletics recognition banquet, the MESA celebration, the pathway to law school ceremony, the nurses pinning ceremony, the honors courting, which I see many of you were in that audience for that celebration, the chamber singers final concert, IQ students final gourmet meal and luncheon, the release of Volume 16 of the Cul-de-sac Literary Magazine to recognizing our 41 veteran graduates and their accomplishments. Those are just a few of the celebrations that your faculty, supporters put on to recognize everything that you've been able to do. And I know that you are amazing. I've heard the stories. I've seen you in action. The College of the Canyons 2023 class stands apart in other ways, too. For starters, this is a large class of graduates, numbering 2,206. Now, those of you in the audience, don't panic. They're not all here tonight. So it won't be 2,206 names. But in that, there are 108 majors represented. And this is the coolest thing. Together, you've earned a combined 3,408 degrees, the most ever earned by one graduating class, and that was during a pandemic. 881 of you are graduating with 2 or more degrees. That's a quarter of you. One of you made the most of your time at College of the Canyons and earned 9 degrees. Now, she was here this morning, and I announced this, and I think she was really freaked out that I would say she'd earned 9 degrees. But can you imagine? 9 degrees. So let's take a moment, even though she's not here tonight, and congratulate Victor Wang on this amazing achievement. Well, this class is distinguished by the quantity of graduates. You excel in quality, too. Your class GPA is an impressive 3.30. 914 of you are honors graduates, earning a GPA of 3.5 or better. 91 of you are valedictorians with a perfect 4.0 GPA. And 57 of our graduates got their high school diplomas last week in the Academy of the Canyons graduation and are getting their AA degrees today. The average age of the class is 24. Our youngest graduate, Corey Chen, is 16. And our graduate with the most life experience is Virginia Marie Gertley. She's 72 years old, and I did ask her if we could say her age, so I'm not like violating any rule. She's proud of being 72 and a graduate. She serves as a reminder and an inspiration that learning is truly a lifelong endeavor. So graduation is one of the few rites of passage that we still have in our society, and as members of the class of 2023, that means you're moving from one place to another. You're moving from the known place, College of the Canyons, whether in person or online, and with what you know about yourself right now, to something that is unknown. While you're graduating from college, which is the end of something, the ceremony is commencement, which is moving forward. And I can tell by looking at you this afternoon that you're definitely ready to see that. I can see the anticipation and the joy in your faces. So we're going to get this show on the road. There will be only one class of 2023 at College of the Canyons, and you are that class. At COC over the years, we've had many themes and slogans, including we're a can-do place, start here and go anywhere, as a great number, thousands of our graduates have done, and be the difference you want to see in the world. Futures have gotten their start at College of the Canyons, and now it's your turn. If you don't think you can change the world, then think again. There are more than 2,200 students graduating from COC in this class. It has been estimated that on average, each of us will meet 10,000 people in our lifetimes. I imagine now with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else is out there, that number is probably closer to 1 million, but for the sake of right now, we'll stick with 10,000. That's a lot of people. I'd like you to think for a moment about the people you've met at COC who've had an impact on your life. And then think about how you have had an impact on others, how you've helped someone through kindness or compassion or technical expertise, getting through that math class, or inviting them to move forward with you. Consider the positive impact that you have had, and you have, in fact, made a difference. Then think about this. If each one of you positively impacts the lives of just 10 people out of those 10,000, and those 10 people change the lives of another 10 people, and so on, and so on, and so on, in just 3 generations, the class of 2023 at College of the Canyons could touch the lives of 200 million people. How amazing is that? I remember having this conversation with Jeannie Chari from our biology department when she proposed a biodiversity initiative. And she looked at me and she said, we're going to start small, but I know we can change the face and help save our environment. And Jeannie, you were right. The difference one person can make is amazing, and I've seen that day in and day out. I've seen students walk into classrooms dejected and thinking they couldn't do it, and that faculty member who taught that lesson 5 different ways to make sure that everybody got that concept so they would not only do well in that class, they'd do well in the next class, and they'd be here sitting today to get that degree. Not only were those students impacted, but by the decision of that one teacher, although we have many, many people that do that, but their families are also impacted. We have an inspiring success story from one of our nursing program graduates, Katari Tatone, who, as a nursing student, was in a serious car accident. Katari, are you here in the audience? Okay, I'm going to tell you the story anyway, because it's a story. The car accident taught me how precious life is, that every detail of life matters, that life is worth protecting and saving. I was grateful I've had a second chance, as I could have lost my life. The second chance strengthened my resolve to be a nurse. However, the days following the accident were dark, really dark. I wanted to give up. Leading up to my midterms, I was recovering from surgery to repair my arm, and the doctor was unsure whether my nerve would ever return to normal and whether I'd ever be able to use my hand, finish school, and become a nurse. I really needed help. I asked my family and my professors for advice. I cannot thank them enough for their understanding. My mindset shifted. I started to believe that perhaps everything maybe could work out despite my hardships. Not having a car, no longer able to work, not knowing if I could finish school, and no longer able to dress or drive myself. What if, despite all these adversities, I could actually end up where I wanted to be? Although I was unsure of what was ahead of me, I knew I was alive. I began to grow stronger and kept my focus on all the people I could inspire and help. I chose to keep pushing forward. I know now that I was destined to be here and become a nurse. I began to realize that the car accident was part of my destiny, so I could understand and empathize with my patients, because I know how it feels to lose hope. And I also know how it feels to be connected with the help and resources you need. I know what it feels like to have just one person in your corner rooting for you. Now that I'm healed, I can be that person for others. I'm exactly where I need to be, and I'm grateful for my experience with COC Nursing Program. I've grown so much in my time here, and I hope to use my experiences to help others, to inspire them and instill hope, as they have done for me. And Katari graduated on Tuesday from our nursing program and already has a job. Katari's story reminds us that as human beings, we all struggle, regardless of our gender, ethnicity, orientation, religion, social status, educational achievements. We all encounter difficulties. They're not exactly the same, but we all encounter them. And those lessons are learned when we struggle and when we ask people for help as we want to keep moving forward. I know your education at COC has been really tough. I know during the pandemic, it's been frustrating. I've heard you. You've called me. You've shared your thoughts, and I've listened. I know that you will look back on this day with gratitude and respect for those that helped you, because you were not alone. Many in your family and the college helped you be able to get through today's celebration. So when you see them later today or later in the week or at a party later tonight, make sure that you thank them, because they helped you in ways you probably don't even know, and they are incredibly proud that you are here today. At the same time, think for a moment. You've already achieved great things. You've already changed people's lives. Dr. Rise shared some of those ways, whether you gathered food and clothing donations, whether you helped at the animal shelter, whether you volunteered with the homeless, whether you engaged in the biodiversity initiative, whether you dared to try to send and did send experiments to outer space, whether you hosted a team at the Relay for Life, or organized blood drives, or helped Afghan and Ukrainian refugees settle into new lives in Santa Clarita, supported each other to study, built bridges as you reached out to someone who was lonely and you knew was on the edge, won awards in all the ways that you've competed, and gained admission to highly sought after four-year universities. You have distinguished yourselves, and you have given back in ever so many ways. So I mentioned that commencement's both a beginning and an ending, a time to look back on what you accomplished, while at the same time looking forward to what lies ahead. Life offers us that same perspective. We see the past, everything that brought us to where we are. It's fixed and set and can't be changed, and sometimes we just want to forget about some of it. At the same time, especially here now, we see your future. We see where everything lies ahead. It's not fixed and absolutely can be changed. We don't know what it is. We don't have crystal balls to look into, but we do know it'll be different. And in fact, it's very different right now. Artificial intelligence as a new technology is already making a significant impact. People are using it to write, draw, create videos, make music, write term papers. I'm only teasing. I'm sure none of you ever did that. And that's just the beginning. According to a study by Dell, which is a computer company, 85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030, that's only 6.5 years from now, 85% do not exist today. So if you thought you were going to have a boring future, you need to saddle up, strap in, and get ready, because you are going to be on a wild and crazy ride with turns and shifts and ups and downs like you've never seen. We have already developed the ability to edit inheritable genes, and scientists are working to eliminate food allergies and fix genetic mutations that cause devastating illnesses. By 2035, little more than 10 years from now, we're not going to have any more sales of gasoline-powered cars or light trucks in the state of California. Quantum computing will give us power that is 1 trillion times more powerful than what we have today. The merging of machines and humans will accelerate. In fact, just last week, a paralyzed man walked using a brain-spine interface where the brain implants tracked intentions of the movement from the brain into a unit in the backpack. He walked for the very first time. 3D print technology allows us to create practically any object, and researchers are working to print 3D organs, eliminating the need for transplants. But this is probably the most scary and exciting thing that I'm going to say here. In 1900, it was estimated that human knowledge doubled every 100 years. In 1982, that figure had come down to 13 months. It is now doubling every 12 hours. So if you've said to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm done with that class and I never have to visit chemistry again, you can think about that, because we all will be constantly in a lifelong learning mode. Your time is now. You get to open all kinds of doors, and you get to be the change you wish to see in the world. And it's time to get started. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the only person you are destined to be is the person you decide to be. I've watched you strive, I've watched you win, and I've learned so much from you, the class of 2023. The most important thing that I've learned, though, is that grace matters. Grace is both a character quality and an acronym. It stands for gratitude, resilience, aspiration, courage, and empathy. Gratitude is that attitude that lifts our hearts and elevates our spirits. Resilience is what makes the impossible possible. It turns impossible into I'm possible. Aspiration is knowing that we can make tomorrow different and better, and we can be that change we wish to see. Courage is not having any fear, but rather knowing fear and moving beyond it anyway. And empathy is meeting others where they are to understand who they are, to listen from the heart, and to learn. The cool thing is that grace is present in every single one of us, and during the pandemic, we saw that more than ever. Grace came in when there were other forces at work to tear us down and dissuade us. We were locked in, locked out, shut in, and not sure what we were going to do. Grace is the goodness in all of us, those simple, random acts of kindness that can change a person's day, a person's week, or a person's life. Grace happens when things come together to inspire and move people forward. And the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Make sure that you tell people that you appreciate them. Gary Burnison said, we never really get out of 6th grade. think about it, we all still are motivated by the same desires that used to rule the playground. I hated the playground. I'm totally uncoordinated. I couldn't hit a softball with a baseball bat to save me, and I was never chosen to play on any of those teams. We still want to be liked. We want to be accepted. We want to get picked for the team. We want to be popular. We want to be seen in every aspect of our life. We want to know we matter, that we make a difference. So when you say to someone else, I believe in you, you are giving them the message that you know that they can stay there and that they can complete and be successful. We can all do that every single day. Edward Hale said, I'm only one, but I'm still one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. So remember to tell people that you appreciate them and that you believe in them. The R in grace is resilience, and that's what I've learned from you more than anything. Just as the story I just read to you, I'm sure you've had your own. I'm sure you've had disappointments. People have left you. You've had great losses. And you wondered whether you could hang in there. I learned from a very important person in my life who stated, every day you need to get up, even if you don't feel like it. You need to dress up, you need to show up, and you need to never, ever give up. Resilience puts us forward and makes things happen for us. It's the energy that recharges us. And you know resilience. I've heard from more students by phone, by open office hour, by email in the last 2.5 years than I've heard in the last 20. And people have called and they've said, when is this going to stop? When's the pandemic going to be over? When can we get back to normal? And I said, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't predict the future. They said, well, I don't like it. And I said, well, trust me, I'm not over here having a rip-roaring time myself. I don't like it either. But what I do know is that you can do it. If you stay in there and don't give up, you will be successful. I'm thinking of a student, a paralegal student, Laura Lamos, who logged in for the first day of her civil litigation class from a hospital bed, a hospital emergency room. She was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in May of 2022. She didn't want to miss her first day, despite falling ill, not when she was only 1 semester shy of graduating. She'd already battled through 6 months of chemotherapy and found refuge in her studies, and she was determined to graduate today. She was here this morning. She said, you have to fight for your dreams. Laura was resilient. She fought for her dreams, and she won. She now says to anyone who approaches her with self-doubt about whether or not they can hang in there, you can do this, I know you can, and don't give up. When you say that to other people, when you say that to yourself, and by the way, what you tell yourself is the most important advice you're ever going to get, because you're the only person that's going to be with yourself the rest of your life. If you tell yourself you can't, you won't. If you tell yourself you can, you will. Don't give up. The next time you hear that little voice in your head, it's your resilience at work. The A in grace is as aspiration, or what I call hope. Hope's that positive feeling that convinces we have within us the ability to make things different and that they will get better. How do you inspire hope in other people? You tell them your story. You connect. You talk to them. We all think when bad things happen that they're only happening to us. But when you start to talk with someone else and say, God, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, they say, oh, well, it wasn't exactly the same for me, but let me tell you about what happened to me 2 years ago. And they will give you advice, and they will help create that hope for you. When you have gratitude and resilience and hope, courage naturally evolves. We have courageous students here at College of the Canyons. You risked and you dared, and you made a difference. What a difference you've made. And you have set the stage for becoming that change that you want to see in the world. And lastly, E in grace is for empathy. What's touched me more than anything in this class of 2023 is your empathy. You're saying our circumstances may be different, but I've been there too, and I want to help. Tell me how I can help. Empathy lets us connect genuinely with others. As Bob Dylan sang, the times they are a-changing, and they are. The conversations are more real, they're more emotional, and they're more connected, and that is wonderful. As you leave us and fall forward, remember that grace starts with gratitude, the attitude that can determine what we give ourselves permission to be and what we believe we can become in our heart and our soul. We need strength through the journey, which is where resilience comes in, and it moves us forward. We need aspirations and hope for the future as we raise our sights on what we can become. We need courage to look in the mirror and say, okay, you did that really well, and you did that really well, but can you do this really well? Or what do you need to learn to be able to get ready to do that? And then you need to connect. Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Think for a moment how someone else made you feel better here at College of the Canyons. Maybe they're sitting right next to you right now. Think about how you have made someone else feel better, and you know that they got through this because of you. To the graduating class of 2023, you're moments away from changing the world for the better. You are the class of 2023, the class that can affect millions of lives in the next century. So start each day with yes. Find people to help you through life. Enjoy your time. Don't waste your time. Once the minute's gone, you can't get it back. Take some risks. Step up when times get really tough. Help people when they need it, even if they don't ask for it. You know they need it when they're talking to you. They're just too shy to ask. And never, ever get up. Get up each day, dress up, show up, and never give up. If you do this, I know you're going to change the world. You're going to make life better. You're going to make our world better. And that's an amazing legacy and one that got started at College of the Canyons because of you. Congratulations to the amazing class of 2023. Now go out there and get it done.
Thank you, Dr. Van Hook. I would like to now bring up our Academic Senate President, Professor David Andrus.
Thank you, Dr. Rice. Good evening, everybody. At this time, it is my honor to recognize 4 of our faculty members that have decided to retire from their academic careers this spring semester. Professors Lisa Wallace from the discipline of English and the discipline of Spanish, Michael Dermody, History and Political Science, Ronald Dreiling, English and Philosophy of Education, and Sheldon Helfing, Professor of Sociology, Counseling, and Psychology of Education. While today is about you, the students, and all you have accomplished, you would not be here but for the tireless work of these faculty members in service of you and those students that have come before you. While their careers are coming to a close, the Academic Senate has honored each of them with the title Faculty Emeritus. They are forever a part of the history of College of the Canyons, and we wish them a happy and restful retirement. At this time, for those retirees in attendance, I would like you to stand and be recognized, so please join me in thanking them with a nice round of applause. Some very special people we're losing there. It is also my pleasure to recognize the students who have achieved a 3.5 or higher grade point average. Will the honor students, as signified by the wearing of a gold cord, please stand and accept our congratulations. Please stand if you're wearing the gold cord. Congratulations. Well done. We're very proud of your accomplishments. We wish you continued success. Now please join me in celebrating our valedictorians, for they have distinguished themselves, earning a perfect 4.0 grade point average. This year we have 91 valedictorians. Will the valedictorians please stand and be recognized, please? Congratulations. Congratulations, we're very proud of your achievement. I would now like to ask the Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Omar Torres, to come to the podium. Thank you.
Class of 2023, congratulations. You're going to be hearing a lot of round of applause, but let's give them another one because this is an amazing class. Wow. Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and COC community members. It is an honor to introduce to you tonight our valedictorian student speaker, Mildred Adebowale. Mildred was born and raised in Los Angeles and is a proud first-generation graduate. She's graduating with a degree in psychology, and she'll be continuing her studies in psychology at CSU Northridge in the upcoming fall semester. Mildred's ultimate goal is to become a marriage and family therapist. While academics have been important to Mildred, she has also recognized the need to have a well-rounded life. Throughout the years, she actively participated in various sports and was fortunate enough to experience the joy of winning league championships. In addition to sports, she also embraced leadership roles, serving as the student body president in middle school and in high school. Mildred is also a successful entrepreneur. At the age of 17, she took a leap of faith and started her own business. With God I Win Clothing. Through social media, Mildred has been able to achieve thousands of people by reaching them, promoting her brand, and spreading messages of faith. Mildred comes from a large, close-knit family. They are a vital part of who she is, and their love and support have shaped her values and her perspective on life. She takes great pride in her Nigerian heritage and culture, which holds a significant place in her identity. She describes herself as a free spirit and can often be found smiling, dancing, radiating happiness wherever she goes. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and our esteemed graduates, please give a large round of applause to Mildred.
Good evening, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty and staff, family, and friends. My name is Mildred Adebowale, and today as I stand before you as the valedictorian speaker of the graduating class of 2023, I am filled with gratitude and a deep sense of accomplishment. All glory and honor to God for allowing me to be here today and for making this opportunity possible. My journey to this stage has been filled with determination, hard work, and incredible support from my family and friends. I'd like to thank my family, but especially my mom, for continuously pushing me to chase my dreams. Mommy, I love you. Today is a momentous day for all of us, a day of celebration and the beginning of a new journey. We stand here as graduates, proud of what we have accomplished, and excited about what the future holds. As we sit here today, we cannot ignore the fact that we are living in unprecedented times. The world has been turned upside down by a global pandemic that has affected us all in one way or another. We have had to adapt to remote learning, deal with economic uncertainty, and cope with the loss of loved ones. But despite all of these obstacles, we stand here today stronger and more resilient than ever before. In the face of adversity, we have proven our ability to adapt and overcome. We have shown resilience, perseverance, and a commitment to our education. These qualities will serve us well as we enter the next phase of our lives. They are not just traits that helped us survive the challenges of the past, but they are also the attributes that will propel us forward into the future. As we embark on the next phase of our lives, I want to encourage each and every single one of you to not only follow your dreams, but to define success for yourself. Success should not be measured by external achievements or societal expectations. It is a deeply personal and unique journey for each individual. Michael Jordan once said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I have missed. I have failed over and over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I have succeeded." For some, success may mean pursuing a fulfilling career, while for others, it may mean making a positive impact in their communities or finding happiness in relationships. Whatever your definition of success may be, remember that it is within your power to shape your own path and create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Along this journey, it is important to remember that success is not a destination, but it is a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. Embrace the lessons that come with both successes and failures, for they are both opportunities for growth. Cherish the moments of triumph, but also learn from setbacks and use them as stepping stones toward greater achievements. So, my fellow graduates, go forth and pursue your dreams with all your heart. Do not be afraid of failure, for it is only through facing our fears that we can truly succeed. Cherish the relationships that you have built here. Cherish the relationships you have built during your time here, and let gratitude guide you in all that you do. As we navigate the uncharted territories of our future, let us approach the challenges with resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in our abilities. Embrace the opportunities for growth and learning that lies ahead, and never lose sight of the impact that you can make on this world. Congratulations to each and every single one of you, and may your future be filled with happiness, success, and fulfillment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mildred. Now comes the part of the program you've all been waiting for. This is truly the highlight of our year. Please welcome David Andrus and Diane Van Hook, who will present the class of 2023.
I respectfully request that my faculty colleagues join me by standing right now, please. Thank you so much. Dr. Van Hook, we, the faculty of College of the Canyons, present to you our students. We have taught them, counseled them, coached them, and provided library services, learning resources, and support services to them. Having evaluated their academic performance, we certify to you that they have met all state and local requirements for the associate degree. We therefore present to you our students in the class of 2023, and we ask and recommend that you present them to the Board of Trustees of the Santa Clarita Community College District as worthy candidates for the Associate of Art and the Associate of Science degrees.
Thank you. Dr. Alonso. On behalf of the administration and as Chancellor of College of the Canyons, I, Dr. Diane Van Hook, certify to you, Dr. Adele Alonso, President of the Board of Trustees of the Santa Clarita Community College District, that these graduates have met all state and local requirements for the Associate in Arts and the Associate in Science degrees.
Under the authority vested in me by the State of California and the Board of Trustees of the Santa Clarita Community College District, I confer upon each of you the Associate in Arts or Associates in Science degree. Please come forward when your name is called, and I would like to request that the audience please hold its applause until the last degree is conferred so that we can hear each and every single one of your names.
Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let's just get going. Yeah, do a little dance. Of course I am. Jerry, you and I just had a wonderful opportunity to see each other smile like 500 times so far. Pardon? What do you want me to do with it?
You want to cue me when
Yeah,
to
it's
start?
going to continue to do that, I'm afraid. As long as I move around, it's going to move. What's the matter?
The wonderful Jessie McClure. Joanna Araceli Gutierrez.
Mildred Adebolawe.
Lori Austin.
Nathan Furtado.
Amaris Ruth Lopez.
Marvin Guevara. Torrey Carter.
Megan Diane.
Savannah Fulkerson. Javier Diaz Cervantes. Glad I got to read your name. Congratulations, yeah.
Angela Kaysen.
Rebecca Reimer.
Naomi Lopez.
That's easy enough. Jennifer Elo.
Sylvana Abraham. Isaiah Martinez Jr.
Nadia Elkatab.
Edward Romano Jr.
Christina Contreras Salazar.
Dustin Martinez Cervantes.
Oswaldo Lavera.
Leila Valencia.
Alex Karp.
Sarah Carino.
Ismael Clayton.
Yaneli Rodriguez.
Yasmin Orosio.
Jessica Vargas. Jessica Garcia.
Dana Martinez.
Andre Smith.
Marie Mendez Partida.
Jacqueline Banuelos.
Bowden Bartholomew.
Francisco Mejia.
Michelle Foster.
Justin Martin.
Jessica Monteroso.
Alyssa Martin. I keep wanting to hand it back.
Cadence Dion.
Vanessa Klinger.
Zania Ramirez.
Ashley Linares Cruz.
Clarissa Lopez.
Matthew Banuelos.
Alexa Sanchez.
Alexandra Garrido.
Arthur Jensen.
Megan Ramirez.
Madison Westbrook.
Emmanuel Diaz.
Daniel Lawson.
Ethan Hugart.
Leonardo Gonzalez.
Camaray Elliott.
Andrea Arredondo.
Williams Kayaks.
Melissa Higgins.
David Diaz.
Stephanie Smith.
Megan Molina.
Zoe Hughes.
Sophia Mitchell.
Samantha Wensley.
Quentin Montez.
Amber Quinn.
Eric Gutierrez.
Daisy Acosta.
Juan Sanchez.
Caitlin Henry.
Tyler Javier Burton.
Kimberly Martinez.
Vinny Fada.
Matthew Meehee.
Derek Garamarian.
Dylan Griffin.
Catherine Parsons.
Dylan Barrientos.
Juvie Padilla.
Dan De Loyola.
Shahriar Chaudhry. Good deal.
Amanda Carney.
Sergio Reynosa.
Augustin Paleo.
Angel Loiza.
Javier Castro.
Haley Wilson.
Araceli Gonzalez.
Madeline Thompson.
Raven Alexandra Alsop.
Serena Roll.
Crystal Nunez.
Pocholo Rudyard Reyes Rosales.
Lizette Guardado.
Jeremy Vargas.
Sandra Jerkovac.
Skylar Morales.
Jasmine Rendon.
Kumishe Grunanate.
Tiffany Saliero.
Jennifer Russell.
Angie Martyr.
Emily Maxey.
Vanessa Alonzo.
Jordan Melville.
Eric Zaldivar Reyes.
Margaret Parsons.
Sandra Silvestri.
Tony Middleton Jr.
Tawny Tucker.
Shannon Jessadano.
Kaylee Fannin.
Ayumi Dehara.
Laura Solis.
Gabriela Sanchez.
Cyan Moon.
Angelina Perez.
Steve Bullock.
Jake DeSantis.
Alex Dapp.
Nathaniel Oberg.
Caitlin Winters.
Joseph Poole.
Kelsey Cunningham.
Julia Ziegler.
Justin Jimenez.
Isabel Hatfield.
Susanna Aguilar.
Amaya Gomez.
Christian Amante.
Areli Perez.
Mina Fuad.
Ethne Salz.
Amaya Aguilar.
JQ Latson.
Marlon Flores.
James Jeanette.
Marilyn Marine.
Joshua Hatchett.
Christine McIntyre.
Coyote Agbalaya.
Ariela Gomez.
Cameron Stein.
Dristine Leogo.
Jackson Stein.
Michaela Monahan.
Daniel White.
Ethan Hubbard.
Joshua Bennett.
Nathalie Roca.
Colin Sigmund.
Ashley Nicole Pacheco.
Isabel Sigmund.
Vanessa Gracia Lara.
Valeria Murillo.
Chase Luyando.
Valerie Ramirez.
Annabeth Beckham.
Chloe Alvarado.
Valeria Castro.
Robin Andrews.
Ryan Rivera.
Samantha Castillejo.
Allison Monteroso.
Julian Rodriguez.
Esmeralda Medina.
Jesse Webb. Mildred Adebawale. Caleb Stoneman.
Colin Schneer.
Gabrielle Louise D.
Mary Esther Grace Vanilla.
Jillian Kaylee Andrade.
Stephen Scott Clayton.
Alexis Cohen.
Connor Alishire.
Renee Agatep.
Jonathan Garcia.
Kathleen Let me start over. Kathleen Adenatha.
Asia Haskin.
Tiffany Requino.
Kyle Kawamoto.
Sean Wolf.
Jeff Lozick.
Christopher Lara.
Brian Montenegro.
Susan Cadies.
Joshua Medina.
Juliana Ferrante.
Andrea Elizabeth Solis Garcia.
Desiree Izagiri.
Chelsea Leigh Mendoza.
J.D. Bathwall.
Nicholas Roger Strickland.
Samantha Armstrong Ruiz.
Anthony Girona.
Shoshani Garza.
Gwen Gabrielle Pentaspina Campos.
Jennifer Garcia de la Rosa.
Rain Nicole Benedicto Loresto.
Jeremy Gonzalez.
Isabel Almeida.
Ashley Pierre.
Natalie Garcia.
Desiree Racinos.
Annika Forno.
Danielle Payne.
Melanie Medina.
Valerie Hernandez.
Dory Nori.
Samantha Issa Maiman.
Simone Franchino.
Ariana Noriel Ribas.
Kaylee Stallings.
Jasmine Banya.
Harrison Tate Pasqua.
Eric Rodriguez.
Karen Canfield.
Emma Beck.
Alexa Spitzer.
Isabella Robles Lar.
Rachel Ramirez.
Nayeli Ordonez.
Megan Dodgen.
Bianca Delia.
Kaylee Cerna.
Angel Montione.
Ricardo Gonzalez.
Moses Ramos.
Elizabeth Gutierrez.
Sarah Beltran.
Madison Kuntz.
Jillian Smith.
River Hines.
Javier Cardenas.
Abigail Winecoop.
Erwin McDonald.
Allison Albin.
Heather Lopez.
Kara Burleson.
Lauren Kennedy.
Diana Oriana Gutierrez.
Michelle Hunter.
Africa Howard.
Brandon Whiting.
Benjamin Embuido.
Michaela Paragas.
Josh Riddle.
Allison Melgar.
Azalea Clavijo.
Kelsey Romero.
Elise Davidson.
Elisa Cesaro.
Sam Sakabu.
Cassandra Castrione.
Harrison Embuido.
Elizabeth Denise.
Joey Ortega.
Courtney Page Bear.
Carson Crone.
Sebastian Horencio.
Sasha Marcelin.
Jaden Nina Sabedo.
Jaylene Quijada.
Joshua Lusk.
Wida Bakshi.
L. Lapointe.
Priscilla Ramirez.
Giselle Perez.
Jonathan Patras.
Gavin McRorty.
Anthony DeHabra.
Tyra Farrow.
Carson Gardner.
Brianna Rose Halleck.
Joshua Gonzalez.
Ashlyn Zagari.
Christian Gonzalez.
Austin Sabalo.
Celali Velasquez.
Yvonne Arriaga.
Mariah Macias.
Kiana Escajera.
Lacelle Mangrobang.
Brianna Maureen.
Camila Alejandra Suarez.
Karen Marin Flores.
Diana David.
Kristen Brockovich.
Ariana Hernandez.
Cassandra DeWallaby.
Miroslava Bustias.
Jennifer Morrow.
Jalen Smith.
Christina Tahan.
Jeremy Romero Munguia.
Brandon Soto.
Jason Dick.
Frida Kamazi.
Eleni Valiente.
Melania Espino.
James Patrick Lovato.
Marco Benito.
Comfort Isa.
Jessica Lay.
Shridula Senthil.
Jacqueline Casas.
Neolani Hernandez.
Salma Morales.
Emily Lira.
Brandon Esparza.
Jakai Torres.
Alexa Chung.
Genevieve Cater.
Nathan Chung.
Aubriana Castro.
Valerie Rivera, sociology major.
Jamaica Hubbard.
Derica Henderson.
Lakin Marie.
Alan Juarez.
Ricardo Sarabia.
Jordan Kelly.
Eddie Mendoza.
Jordan Rolfe.
Jessica Bustios.
Abigail Perez.
John Yuen.
Fabian Alejandro Reyes.
Dominic Weeks.
Amber Martinez.
Samantha Hernandez.
Alyssa Oaks.
Cassandra Grossman.
Colby Rocha.
Madison Spiro.
Nicholas Tolentino.
Jenna Conti.
Do my best. Ever Aguirre.
Chloe Coulter.
Esmeralda Suseli Lopez Castro, first generation Latina.
Isabella Medbury.
Gwendolyn Star Molina.
Melina Riviera Lopez.
Angela Leon.
Putavan Munsalam.
Charlie Garcia.
Monique Febles.
Kate Aquino.
Natalie Satamian.
Excel Peralta Hernandez.
Lorita Saloom.
Jaden Wolford.
Jessica Diaz.
Brianna Capers.
Alexander Padilla.
Catherine Christensen.
Ahmad Osmani.
Rose Olfatti.
Brandon Carranza.
Raman Kaur.
Chao Chi.
Justin David Guzman.
Sharika Shaheed.
Mariela Aguilar.
Kimberly Briseda Lopez Jimenez.
Alexandra Guerrero.
No, stay there. You're good. Zinnia Torres.
Samantha Barajas, Global Studies major. B. Brewer. Kayla Prieto. Karen Ishak. Katrina Weary. Kiana Lopez. Maria de Jesus Ocampo.
Christelle Assad Boutros. Gavin Sanchez. Jessica Hernandez. Valentino Big Dog Ramirez. Shane Cotter. Jesse Israel Valerio. AJ Wright. Megan Pittman. Leah Opanasuk. Carolina Marone, sociology major. Jaime Mendoza. Nathan Sanchez.
All right, everybody. How's everyone feeling right now? That's right. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do now, audience. Now, for our audience, I want to let you know if you are on one of the walkways that are headed out that way, please make sure you part so our graduates can take their walks up the sidewalks. So just be warned, we are moving the gates and you guys will be having graduates headed towards you. All right, graduates, you ready? You have studied, you have written papers, you have completed labs, and you have taken tests. You have mastered Zoom, you have completed discussion boards, and you have become a Canvas all-star. And you didn't even have to fight for a parking space. And now, after a tremendous amount of personal effort and achievement, you have reached your goal. Will the graduating class of 2023 please rise for the recessional? Graduates. All right, graduates, here you go. Please join the ranks of college graduates by moving your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations, class of 2023.